muscular, have nothing on me. Juggling hard, join the back of the queue. The female of the species is more deadly than the male. I want to conquer the world completely, but first I'll conquer you discreetly. The female of the species is more deadly than the male.
We are live from Haggar Stadium in Metro City, and it has been a month since BWA took control of this building and made a mockery of this program, Saturday Night Slam Masters. And here come the newest recruits, some of the most dangerous recruits. Black Widow leading Hugo Andre and Saddam to the ring in a mockery of the Mad Gear Gang's ritual entrance. Black Widow assuming the role of Poison, and she's no Poison, damn it! This entire thing has been discussing, but I suppose BWA could be tantamount to Poison. Poison to CWA. Blood Wrestling Association, a rogue organization, and last week they added Hugo and Saddam to their growing ranks. Hugo and Saddam were expelled from CWA at the International Blowout when they lost a loser leaves town match to Lucky Colt and Alex, but now they're back. The rules no longer apply because BWA is in control, and Black Widow's in control here. What are we gonna see? Look at Hugo. The power of this man, 7 feet 10, 440 pounds. Saddam, not far behind, heavily armored in that almost samurai-style armor. He is an American, but he has a great enthusiasm for the Japanese culture. What is going to happen here? What is this? Wait a second! That is the IJWPW World Joshi Champion, Vivian Nishiki. What is she doing here? You telling me she's going to defend her championship here on Saturday Night Slam Masters? Unbelievable. Vivian Nishiki, her father works for CWA, Sasa Nishiki. And that may be part of the reason that she is here, I'm not sure. Vivian Nishiki, very unique individual. The reigning champion for IJWPW, a company that CWA has been working in collaboration with extensively. Joshi organization, you can see their logos on the screen. I guess some measure has been taken to create a presentation here that you would usually be recognized, you would be used to. You see Black Widow stretching. I think we're going to have a world championship match here. And this is exactly what BWA wants, what Astro wants. He said all of this will end if Victor Ortega delivers the gold. Well, I don't think Victor Ortega is going to do that, quite frankly. But here's another opportunity for them to take the gold that they want. It's all about power. And I suppose Mad Gear, the new recruits, are flanking Black Widow. But look at this, Vivian Nishiki flying through the air. She is a diminutive Joshi bomber, but do not let that fool you. She is a very bizarre individual. She has a taste for the strange, for the uncanny, for the unusual. And she applies that in her style. She's not exactly technically proficient, not exactly catch can in her repertoire. It's more about just whatever works. And there's a knee to the face. Nice clothesline by Nishiki. She's known to bludgeon, to beat, to berate, and humiliate her opponents, but I don't know if she's going to do that to Black Widow. Of course, this all started when Black Widow joined the Crash Carnival in Germany, came to CWA, disguising herself as a male competitor, strictly forbidden by State Sporting Commission. And she was suspended back in Canada when she had a match against Rip Saber, one of the, I suppose we didn't know at the time, BWA members. And in her suspension, I suppose BWA were able to recruit her to their side. I presume, my understanding, she was not already with BWA. She was recruited. Nice backflip kick. Didn't work, though. And Black Widow really has a tremendous size advantage. She's one of the biggest Joshi bombers here in CWA. And nice drop kick there. Tremendous size and presumably weight advantage over Vivian Nishiki, but Nishiki is certainly a dangerous competitor. You would not want to underestimate her by any means. There's a nice hip toss by Black Widow. And I've got to think that Black Widow, she's been able to compete with male competitors perfectly well. She had competitive matchups against Gerald Gobley. Superstar Joe didn't get the win, but performed very well. And we've been seeing her doing this, developing her repertoire, using her long limbs to execute submission holds. She is tangling her opponents in her web and using that to force them to tap out. But now Vivian Nishiki diving up to face height. Look at those blows. Raining down the punches. What a competitor. Nice drop kick. But the advantages that Black Widow has, I've got to think that's all it's going to take. One decisive move, and she's going to be able to really turn this match on a dime. Nishiki has her work cut out for her, but she can use that dynamic style. You never know. There's a nice thumping rear hit. Using that weight advantage. Short armbar. Once again, working the limbs, using those submission style holds. Black Widow wants to be the world champion. Here she is, locking those legs up. What's this? What a maneuver. And slams Nishiki back down to the mat. Hooks the leg. This could be it. We've really seen the CWA numbers thinned out as they have attempted to fight back against this occupation. This is week 5 now since the original siege that saw BWA take over Haggar Stadium, assume control of this building, and it remains, in the eyes of authorities, an issue for the wrestlers. This is a wrestling issue. The companies need to work it out. They need to fight it out amongst themselves because authorities will not consider this a legal matter. This is not an illegal occupation as far as they're concerned. I don't know how they can determine that. That's really quite ridiculous. I think that speaks to the apathy of Metro City and its officials, the Metro City Police Department. Very disappointing. This all started with an extreme assault on among others, Commissioner Mike Haggar, who has been hospitalized over the last month due to the attack. And who knows what could happen after this match as Nishiki now tangles Black Widow in the ropes. She's using a submission of her own by the looks of this. Ordinarily, this would not be a legal hold, I would think. This would be subject to maybe a 5 count, but here in BWA, the rules have totally gone out the window. Just about anything applies here. And they're fighting at ringside here in front of us. Referee doesn't seem too bothered by that. Look at that, just standing there with a stupid look on his stupid face. I don't like this guy. I think this ref's a creep, quite frankly. BWA's own ref, not the usual CWA official you would see. And look at this, Nishiki now, working the hold. Applying pressure to the neck. And now, delivering those stiff punches. And this is the kind of thing that Nishiki does. She is unrelenting. She will strike and strike again. And look at this, the tall and the short of it, one of the smallest Joshi bombers and one of the biggest men in CWA. There's a tremendous suplex by Black Widow. And that's the kind of suplex that wins you championships, quite frankly. Takedown. And we're going to an ad. We'll be right back.
Go, buddy.
Here we go, Black Widow applying the cross-face that she has been using to great effect. We saw Nana DeCoco last week tap out to this move, this very move. This could be the move that wins her the World Championship right here. Nishiki is holding on. She is enduring, but for how long? She can't take this much longer. Is she gonna tap? Is she? No, she gets out of the hold, but gee, the damage must be done. She is holding that arm. And that move made Nana DeCoco tap. Part of the repertoire of Black Widow, we've seen her developing that submission style, using her long limbs to ensnare her opponents in her web, the Black Widow. And Vivian Nishiki rolls to the outside. She looks just about done, and there's another one. Look at that, the legs wrapping around the throat of Vivian Nishiki. This BWA ref is very suspect, but so far I don't think he will make the count on the outside. That much is clear. BWA still looking for those pinfalls and submissions in the ring by and large. This is going to be outside crescent kick. Could be the knockout. 2.5. Unbelievable. I think even Black Widow is stunned by that. Vivian Nishiki is very slight. There is not a whole lot to her, but she endures somehow. Tremendous hip toss. High elevation, and now Black Widow going to the top rope. Coming down with a leg drop. Almost beheading Nishiki. And that's got to be it. What? Can't believe that. Black Widow in disbelief. Ties up. What has she got to do to put Nishiki away? But, I mean, this is what makes Nishiki the world champion. Going up top. Belly-to-belly suplex from the second rope. And that's got to be it. That's got to be it. Somehow, some way, the Joshi world champion kicks out again. But she doesn't seem to have much left. Back to the corner. What's Black Widow got in mind here? Nishiki kicks out. Head scissor into a takedown. And that's that bizarre, unexpected offensive of Nishiki. Is it enough? No. The stakes are high. Somebody has got to give. Who's it going to be? The World Championship is on the line here. Black Widow, almost a Deathlock style twist with a surfboard element. Stomping Nishiki into the mat, hooks the leg. Does Nishiki have anything left? No. And Black Widow is the IJWPW World Champion. BWA now have gold. Unbelievable. The World Championship in the hands of Black Widow. And she is the best Joshi in the world. What is that going to do? Is this just the next step in BWA's takeover of CWA of the entire industry? Here comes the bouncer, Kamala, and the Wraith. Look at this guy. The Wraith is operating on another level, but gee, I don't know that the bouncer is much better. The Wraith has a supernatural aura, a strange pallor to him. Cast in shadows by that shawl. The Kamala the bouncer, the trusted right-hand man of Astro, who leads BWA in their takeover of this industry. And after all these weeks, we have seen so many guys fall. We've even seen the King of Dinosaurs from a completely different territory last week come to CWA's aid. And it was all for naught. Nobody has been able to break the stranglehold that BWA has on this arena. A couple of guys have gotten close. I thought Gerald Gobi got tremendously close. Zangief almost had it wrapped up. They ended the program early. So it could be a 4-on-1 assault, and that's been the deciding factor. Anytime anybody gets close to breaking through the stranglehold, the barriers that these guys have erected to hold this building in their control, it's always the numbers advantage of BWA that has seen their criminal act, their terrorism be rewarded. And I don't know what Kamal and the Wraith are looking for. I don't see Rip Saber. Hey, wait a second. Wait a second on the big screen right now. Look at that. That's Rip Saber. And Rip Saber is being attacked, but I can't tell who that is. Who is this guy? I don't recognize that man at all. Kamala the Bouncer is running out of the arena right now. I think maybe Rip Saber has been ambushed in the backstage area. From what I can see in this footage, I don't know who this man is. Seems to be wearing some armor over a yellow suit. I don't know who this guy is. And now Rip Saber using the shovel, his trademark weapon in a lot of ways. It looks like this guy has it scouted. And once again, taking down Rip Saber. So Rip Saber conspicuous by absence when Kamala and the Wraith made their entrance. And I guess this is the answer. He's being attacked backstage. And I presume the Bouncer is on his way to help. But it's going to be too... And Rip Saber has been laid out. Kamala the Bouncer making his way backstage. Hey, wait a second. What the hell? That's the world champion. That's the undefeated, undisputed CWA world champion. It's Victor Ortega, and he has the gold. He still has the second CWA world championship, the interim world championship that was held by Alexei Zalazov. And of course, in the international blowout, he became the undisputed champion. Hey, wait a second, there's a steel cage lowering over the ring. What is going on here? Ortega with the 2 championship belts. He is the undisputed champion now. And there's a steel cage. I don't think the Wraith notices it. There is a cage now hovering above the ring. Where did that come from? That must have been way up there in the rafters. I didn't even know that was there. Unbelievable. And Victor Ortega now is commanding this arena. Are you telling me Ortega has come to deliver the gold? Is he caving into the Astros' demands? What's going on here? What is this steel cage about? Victor Ortega, the founder of CWA. We can't forget that. This cage is coming down around them. The Wraith is trapped in the cage, and Ortega slightly distracted by the cage coming down. Is this going to be a match? I don't think this is for the championship. I don't know what's going on here. Leg drop by Ortega. Unbelievable. What is happening here? This is incredible. I can't believe Victor Ortega is here. Astro issued the demand. He said if Ortega delivers the gold, this can all end. Is that what his intention is here? Why is he having a match with the Wraith? Is the Wraith here to be the world champion? Diving crossbody by Victor Ortega. Hooks the leg. There's the cover. I thought it was over. Unbelievable. I don't know what to make of this at all. We have been under occupation by BWA now for this is the 5th week running. It's been 4 weeks. It's been a month of BWA controlling Saturday Night Slam Masters, taking out everyone who has tried to stop them. And right now the Wraith is doing that to the world champion. Oh my. But no, Victor Ortega will not be denied. drops the knee. And this is the greatest test we have seen of the Wraith, as Ortega rains down those incredible blows. And again, more punches, raining them down on the Wraith, the supernatural beast that has come to cast a shadow over CWA. What a right hand! And the world champion is in control here. What an uppercut! He just sent him into the rafters! And I'm starting to think, is this steel cage? Is this something that maybe Ortega arranged himself? Diving off the top rope with an incredible splash, hooks the leg. It's gotta be it. 2.5, long two. And is this Ortega's? Is it possible he arranged this? Did he arrange the steel cage to trap the Wraith in here? To keep BWA out? This is genius. He is preventing the numbers advantage of BWA right now. What? Well, the lights just went out and the Wraith is standing behind Ortega. What the hell just happened? That was unnatural. That was bizarre. And that is the supernatural ability of the Wraith, I think, coming into play. I don't know what. Is he biting? He's biting Ortega now. And the Wraith is getting desperate. Going for that chokehold in the corner. I think the Wraith's desperation is coming through, and he is using every tactic he has to try to suppress the world champion. Beating the side of his face. Oh no, look at that. Oh my. Is this cage keeping them out, or is it trapping Ortega with the Wraith? Oh my God, I thought it was over. Long two. I don't know if this is a championship match or not. I think maybe not. I don't know what the rules are. When BWA there, look at this. Tremendous backflips by the Wraith. He is a 7-foot-tall man, but shows the agility of the smallest superstar muscle bomber we have. He's almost like El Stinger or something in there. And now cranking the neck of Victor Ortega. Wringing the neck of the world champion. So much is happening. My head is almost spinning right now. Gets him up with a military press. Into a slam, almost a spinebuster style power slam. And there's the leg hooked. 2, no. It's not over. It's not over yet. I thought it was over. Rip Saber was attacked by a man. I don't know who that was backstage. Kamala distracted by it, and now the Wraith has been left alone. And Ortega using the steel cage to ensure that nobody gets involved here. It's a fair one-on-one. It's about as fair as it's going to be. Oh, wait a second. The muscle bomb. He hits the muscle bomb. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. I can't believe the Wraith kicked out of that. The world champion is using everything in his arsenal. Raking the back. The undefeated world champion now is fighting for CWA. What a clothesline. And once again, beating down on the Wraith. Victor Ortega, the world champion now, scaling the turnbuckle, scaling the cage. And a diving splash. That's gotta be it. Come on. He did it. He did it. I can't believe it. Victor Ortega just defeated the Wraith. And that is the first time in 4 weeks that we have seen a BWA member go down for the 3 count. As the bouncer now returns to the arena, he doesn't know what's going on. He sees the steel cage. Unbelievable. He doesn't know what's going on. He's been trying to save Rip Saber, found him lying unconscious backstage after the attack. This is unbelievable. It looks like the bouncer now is coming out to deal with Victor Ortega. And Ortega is stalking in the ring, that cage raising to let Kamala in. We gotta go to an ad. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. The energy in this arena has completely changed as Victor Ortega now fights for CWA. The Bouncer's in the cage, and they're going toe-to-toe here. The Bouncer trying to take advantage of Ortega after he just fought a grueling match against the Wraith, but the diving crossbody now with a leg hook. This could be it. I can't believe it. I don't know what to believe anymore. Victor Ortega is here to fight for CWA. He's finally shown the BWA can bleed. Blood Wrestling Association have suffered their first defeat before that ad break. I suggest if you can, go to the video on demand, see it again. Victor Ortega defeated the Wraith. That is the first defeat in a month that BWA has suffered. And now the Bouncer has him up on his shoulders. But Ortega drives the elbow right into the side of his head. He's fighting for all of us. He's fighting for the company that he founded. What a vertical suplex. I can't believe it. Victor Ortega is doing it. He's driving the back. The leg is hooked. 2.5, and these counts have been tremendously close. Could Ortega beat the Bouncer and the Wraith in the same night? This is unbelievable. He is using the steel cage. I guess Ortega has used whatever contacts he was able to make to have the cage lowered, and he is singling out these BWA members. No interference, one-on-one, and it's working. It's working, damn it. This is incredible. This is exactly what we've needed. The Bouncer driving the full amount of his weight over Ortega, and we can't lose sight of the fact that Ortega just had a grueling match against the Wraith inside that steel cage. And now the Bouncer hooks the leg. No! Oh my! Long too, and Ortega maybe feeling the effects of that last match. Spraying that mist. Ortega, slightly delayed reaction there. I think Ortega is suffering from the effects of this match. And now from the top rope. No! This 400, 500-pound man just diving off the top rope and coming down on Ortega. He took the poison mist to the eyes, but maybe he had his eyes closed and all. Oh no. Well, the cage is there to keep him out, but here comes the Astro, the leader of BWA. As the Bouncer now hoists Ortega up, and Ortega's still fighting. He won't stop fighting. Hey, wait a second, who is that? That's Ivan! Ivan of the United and Mighty just got the drop on the Astro! Are you kidding me? CWA is fighting back! CWA is driving back into the heart of BWA! Look at this! Powerbomb in the walkway! On the aisle, Ivan is beating down Astro. Victor Ortega has the Bouncer in the ring. Diving crossbody, is that enough? He did it! He did it! I can't believe it! Ortega, the world champion, the undefeated, undisputed world champion, just beat the Wraith and Kamal and the Bouncer in the same night. And now Ivan is beating the hell out of Astro on the stage. This is incredible. CWA is finally fighting back against BWA as this cage raises. Victor Ortega is victorious. The world champion has done what no one else has been able to do until this moment. And I can't believe I'm saying it, but he did it with Ivan. Ivan of the United and Mighty, the #1 contender, is beating down Astro. Unbelievable!
You are now entering the hellhole.